Devin Haney'S comments.
Oh, I made a video about it. Not happy about it at all.
I
I'm not
don't
happy.
give, I haven't seen your video, so if
Oh,
you don't
okay.
want to, you don't have to give any too many spoilers. This is going to be going up in the next 12 to 24 hours. But what just your instant thoughts?
You know what it is? I just don't like it, if I'm honest with you. I don't like it. And I have to take it from a viewpoint. And look, I've been to America. America is so racially tense.
Decided.
It's crazy, right? So whereas he might say it in America and some Americans might say, oh, there's nothing wrong with that. Obviously, we're looking at it from a British standpoint. And if a black British boxer was to say that, we would say, no, it's wrong, right? Because if a white British boxer says, I'm not letting a black boy ever beat me, oh my God, it's war. It's war. Do you know what I mean? So I can't be a hypocrite and look at it the other way. So I was upset with Devin Haney. And not only that, what's Devin Haney done in the boxing world? I think people are gassing him up a bit too much. I like the kid. He's a prospect. That's what I still look at him as. And to say, like, it's one thing saying it, like when Bernard Hopkins said it, Bernard Hopkins was legit, right? He believed it. Loma would smoke Devin Haney. So there's one white boy that I think would beat him anyway.
And look what happened to Hopkins. Even though he was old. No, look what happened to Hopkins. We know he was old. We know he was old. Don't get me wrong. I know Calzaghe would struggle with Bernard, and he did. He got a split decision. It was a lucky split decision in America. So
yeah.
But I mean, for those that don't quite know what page we're on, can you just kind of state the obvious as to what Haney said?
Yeah, Devin Haney was doing an interview of 7/8 Sports TV in America, and he said, "There's no white boy that can beat me. I would never let a white fighter beat me in my life." And again, it's just wrong. It's wrong. Again, aside from the fact that I don't think it's factual, because I do think there will be white fighters that beat him, whether it's 135 now with Loma or Luke Campbell, or even going up to 147. Why add that pressure to yourself? And why put yourself out there to be shot at like that? We look at Devin Haney, or I do anyway, like a nice kid, right? I don't want him to join this ranks of the Broners and the Javonte Davises and the Spencers that are doing crap. I just want him to concentrate on his boxing and shut up.
You know what? You made a good point a minute ago. Let's take the sting out of this for a second. Is he clout chasing? Is it because he's a bit irrelevant right now? Is that what it is? I'm not excusing it, but is that what it is?
I think he's clout chasing, and I think a lot of these boxers, like a lot of us humans right now, are at home, are bored, probably get on a Skype interview and say something that you look back and think, shit, why did I say that? But it's out there. Sometimes I think these boxers don't realize how famous they are. Whereas they can say that to their friends and just chill when it's a laugh and a joke, you say it to someone that's going to put it out there on the social media platforms and you forget, like what Billy Joe Saunders did a couple of weeks ago. You sometimes forget that I actually am a superstar. I have millions of followers. I can't say shit. And unfortunately, he's going to regret it because people are now looking at him like, you're dumb. Shouldn't have said
yeah. I've got some colleagues who are boxing fans and they've unfollowed him. I'm as petty as that sounds. They've unfollowed him.
It's their choice, right? Yeah, because he's petty. He's saying things that don't make sense right now. You don't say that. You know what it is? It's funny because I look at all these boxers and they're all trying to copy a bit of Floyd Mayweather. But Floyd never done anything stupid like this. I've watched all Floyd's interviews. Never crossed the line, He's very safe with what he said. Didn't do the drinking, didn't do the smoking, didn't do the driving his car 100 miles per hour either.
He did do the burning $100 bills though.
He burned the heart. He did do that. He did do that. Although someone said it was fake, I don't believe it was. It was real.
No.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Do you know what? It's ironic because Eddie Hearn's always talking up how plugged in Devin Haney is like the younger generation. Have you seen his recent Insta post? It looks like Eddie's had a word. It looks like Eddie's had a word. And funny you mentioned Floyd.
Did he not have one with the money stacks next to him? I think I saw one with Devin Haney and pictures of like stacks and bundles of money.
Oh, what Floyd and 50 were doing before?
Yeah.
Listen, I've only seen the most recent one where he's put a picture up of him and Floyd. He's copying Floyd's famous shoulder defense.
Okay,
role.
yeah.
He's superimposed himself onto a picture standing next to Floyd, saying something like, "I'm not racist. I'm chasing greatness." Some like bait trying to rhyme whack shit. But it looks like Eddie must have put the call in. But it's funny because Eddie's always saying about how, media trained Devin is already and everyone should be like Devin. Well, clearly everyone shouldn't be like Devin. However, we are talking about him.
That's it, right? That's it.
Sure. I mean, it's sad. I mean, that's what it is. But you said we don't want him to go down the tacky road of Bronar, and yeah, no, you don't need that.
Yeah.
Can we just trip from this into your rankings of the 135 division?
Loma, a mile apart from everyone. I really do believe that. I'm stuck between Teofimo and Luke. And the reason I say this, and people might be shocked by that, is that we've seen Luke Campbell step up now. We've seen it, right? So the test is there. We saw him against Linares, split decision loss. Linares was still legit right then. And Loma, we saw it as well. So it's like, okay, I know where Luke is. People might say Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney are better. And I will say, okay, who have they fought? Who have they beat? Who are we testing this against? So Teofimo, though, we've seen against Richard Komu, who was the IBF champion, a legit guy. So I probably would have Teofimo below Loma, and then Luke, and then the rest. I mean, I know that Javonte's there, but we haven't seen him anything really at 135. Gamboa was faded. And Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia, yes, fantastic prospects. But me and you have been watching this sport for years. You need to take that next step up now. That next step up is a dangerous step up. Luke's done it, lost, but he's done it and handled himself well. Teofimo's done it. Now let's see what Devin and Ryan can do. But I would go Loma, Teofimo, Luke, Javonte, then the rest. And that's not saying that Devin and those guys can't beat them. It's just a case of being fair as what have you done for me lately.
Rankings are rankings, man. Rankings are rankings. Listen, I totally echo exactly what you just said. I think, by the way, we had shout out to Teofimo Senior. Pro B's got an amazing scoop for Pep Talk the other day. He's outrageous, man. I love that. Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do a rap about seniors, about all the best seniors in the game, like Crazy. Floyd, Eubank. I'm gonna do
and Hal Garcia.
Yeah, there's because is it me or are all the father-son combos? The fathers are always crazy.
They're crazier. They're crazy.
All of
them.
You look like.
It's never the other way around. It's never the other way around where the son's crazy and the dad's the humble one. It's like, and not only that, but Robert Guerrero's dad, they're all crazy.
They are crazy.
Yeah.
So, what I was going to say, so Teofimo Senior made a good point. He said he saw Luke Campbell, I wouldn't say exposed, but he said he saw about 3 or 4 things that Luke did well versus Loma. I was at that fight. It was a very chess match, cat and mouse like fight. That proves there's 2 things going on here. Loma is a 130 guy who's had to step up just to get some competition, right?
Yeah.
Just to get a bit of sweat going. The other thing is he's giving up massive size and reach advantages to all of these guys, all of them, all the prospects you've mentioned. I mean, Teofimo is an athlete. That guy, I would say, I mean, Tyson Fury calls him Mini Mike, right? With his knockout. He's got some serious fast twitch business going on. The way he took out Comey, if there was any doubts, and as his dad said, we beat a champion. That was a little swipe at Devin Haney. We beat a champion. We didn't get our belt in the mail. Yeah? And now, interestingly, Loma and Teofimo's fight is actually being dubbed as undisputed, or sorry,
yeah, that's the right term.
Because the franchise trumps the normal belt now for WBC. Get your head around that one. So as far as they're concerned, when Loma fights Teofimo, Loma's the WBC champ. Forget that Devin Haney's got the belt. It doesn't matter because he beat Loma for the belt.
Yeah.
So listen, man, Teofimo is definitely number 2 for me because he beat a valid champion.
Yeah,
so
he beat a valid champion.
The rest can fall in line.